16. Fake to Fred Reed. Thrown underneath. Jeffers Harris can't hang on. Gerald Brown was there on the coverage. And you had your eyes all over Gene Carr on Mark Hestel, one-on-one in the corner.
Yeah, Greg Carr's down here, and you know, I'm just looking at this matchup. You got 6'6" on 5'9", and it's like, go to it, work it, you know. But what happens is you'll see here, Matthew Poole keeps over the top, and that really takes the quarterback off of Carr because he's got high load there, and he's got to dump it down to Jeffers Harris in the flat, and they can't connect.
Big second down play. Here comes the rush. Giles throws. Jeffers Harris makes the catch and should have a first down as he out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Chip Cox there on the stop. That should be enough for a Winnipeg first down. It is.
Yeah, and you know, this is what we've seen all weekend is physical play. Chip Cox trailing right here, and then bang. Let's just get ugly here late in the season. Smash a few signs. We saw it Friday night. Hamilton beat up on Toronto. We saw last night BC Edmonton going at it, and today they're going at it with very physical play again.
Jeffers 4 catchers for 69 yards. First and goal from the 5. Fred Reed runs right into Eric Wilson and goes nowhere.
That's one as a quarterback, you know, you hear it, the ISO or the zone read. We have a single back and a quarterback, and here it is right here. Perfect example. Quarterback's looking, Reed's giving the ball. Quarterback actually Sally Rand's out the backside there, naked look into the boundary. Probably one he's thinking about going back to his coordinator saying, I'm going to keep that next time. Because Fred Reed had nowhere to go when he had the football.
Second and goal. Giles throws it way up in the air. Intercepted. Picked off by Mark Hestel. Montreal survives a turnover.
To the middle, and then you get Jermaine McElvain forcing the issue. Quarterback's got basically an easy touchdown if he can lift it towards the middle, but McElvain hits his arm, ball's out, and Hestel makes a nice play.
Winnipeg leading 11-2 with 12:45 to go in the second quarter. Back to the ground, Avon Coburn with a seam. Coburn inside the 40-yard line to the 38. Ian Logan makes the stop. A pickup of 24 yards for Avon Coburn.
Avon Coburn right here. He's going to do his thing. You know, it's amazing how quickly momentum shifts right here. Good job of just kicking out there. You know, Green doesn't have to do much, just getting away of Odell Willis. Giving Coburn just enough to squeak through for a huge gain as momentum shifts here in Montreal's favor.
Calvillo under pressure throws for Coburn. He was well covered by Marcellus Bowman.
Abort. A little point fake, and it's like all of a sudden you see Odell Willis in your face. Meridian, Mississippi native that come and, you know, it wreaks havoc on quarterback, and you know, you see that in a hurry. All you can think of is get rid of the football.
How about Anthony Calvillo? Last 5 games against Winnipeg, 10 touchdown passes, no interceptions.
Money 27-5, over a 5-to-1 interception to touchdown or touchdown interception ratio. Only guy I could think of better was Dave Dickens. Had a 36 TDs to 6 interceptions one season. Phenomenal.
Second down, Calvillo fires, and the catch is made by S.J. Green. He's got a first down to the 25-yard line. Courtney Smith there on the coverage along with Javon Johnson. Pick up a 14 yards on a Montreal first down.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's too easy. You know, Javon Johnson giving up way too much cushion for SJ. He's at the top of your screen. It's a simple route. You know, you're just going to push and use the speed. As a receiver, that's all you want to do is put the fear of the deep ball in the receiver's mind, in the DB's mind, get him out of his back pedal. He does. He turns his hips. Ball's in the air. You plant your back foot at your depth. Move the change. It's that simple, Gord.
Looked like early movement. Calvillo throws Jamal Richardson a little too far. Looked like Jeff Parrott, the right tackle, had moved, but It went undetected. It'll bring up second down. Just to continue the thought about Anthony Calvillo, Matt, how about this the last 2 years? 53 touchdowns, 11 interceptions.
Oh, that's unbelievable. And this here is just climb route. He's gaining depth, climbing over the defense, and cutting through zones. Here you see he's going over this linebackers. He's now in the depth. He's outside third to the right hand of the side of the field. Ball lifted just off the mark a little bit. I love that route. Really puts defenses in a tough spot. 2
Alouette drives have stalled just outside the 20-yard line so far today. Now Calvillo looking to the end zone. S.J. Green can't get there, but Javon Johnson can. Intercepted by the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. And we talked about how few picks Calvillo throws. Just his 6th of the year. Javon Johnson with his 3rd pick of the year turns the Owls away again.
Quarterback and receiver connection, and on the last play, they weren't in sync with each other.
Here's Fred Reed with a great move, and Reed fights him to the 35-yard line, gain of 10, and a first down.
And S.J. Green is running a fade pattern or go, and he's right here. And he's going to run up the football field, and you're going to watch what happens when he gets and closes the cushion on the DB right here. Anthony Calvillo thinks he's going to go outside and lifts the ball. S.J. Green goes on the inside, and there's your lack of communication. S.J. goes inside. Javon's on the outside now. He fades the ball where Anthony thought he was going to be. Interception for Javon Johnson.
Big punt return last week by Javon Johnson. Late regulation time to set up a game-time field for the Bombers. What a game last week. The biggest comeback in Winnipeg Blue Bomber history.
That's insane. 36 points. It's unbelievable.
Biggest comeback in the CFL period in the last 6 years.
And, you know, you look at Javon Johnson there. It was a must-have return for him. Had no space, and he pulled a rabbit out of a hat and made it happen.
Alex Brink comes into the game for Winnipeg. They actually marked the gain by Reed just short of 10 yards. So Brink and the short yardage unit will come in for Winnipeg.
And no boos, thank God, from the folks here in the stands.
Brink goes straight ahead, and he's got the first down. So the importance of this game for Winnipeg, fascinating, because the Bombers have gotten help on a couple of fronts. First of all, in the East, Toronto lost. So Winnipeg plays at home to Toronto next week. The Argos then have home and home with Montreal, which won't be easy. So the Bombers think they've got a decent chance to catch the Argos. Then there's a potential crossover. With Edmonton beating BC yesterday, Winnipeg's got a good chance at that because the Bombers play in Edmonton in a couple of weeks. They've got a legitimate playoff shot.
Yeah, they do. It's a beautiful thing here.
No East Division team has ever crossed over into the West. The 6 crossovers have always been West to East. Here's Fred Reed on first down, tripped up by Shea Emery after a pickup of a couple. The Bombers have yet to win on the road this year, and they have yet to win back-to-back games this year.
Yeah, you know, it was a huge comeback win for them, kept their playoff hopes alive. They won that football in spite of the decision that was made to play Alex Brink, you know, and the team rallied together and found a way to come back and win. And I really think that can solidify a team and bring them close together. Give them the belief that they can win the close games late.
Second down, Giles under pressure. The pass is batted at the line. Ramon Guzman got a hand on that, and that will force the Winnipeg Blue Bombers to punt. First punt of the day coming up for Winnipeg.
Yeah, Ramon Guzman just comes right up the middle, untouched, and that's a big boy coming at you. You know, Ramon Guzman filled in for for Diamond Ferry earlier in the season. Has really never relinquished the job. He's done a fantastic job of coming in and contributing, and there pretty much relatively easy play and deflection knockdown for the big man. But you don't have to fend off a blocker. And he's got a straight shot to the quarterback from about 6 yards. That's pretty easy.
Mike Renault with a low kick returnable to Maypray back at the 20-yard line. And here comes Maypray looking for the edge. And he gets dropped from behind after a return of 70. 50-yard punt. The Owls with the ball. We come back.
certainly is, and he's going to get credit for a special teams tackle. There he is there, and there's Marcellus Bowman, and there's the ball carrier right here. Those are the three guys involved in this play. There's Fontaine. Bowman gives him a little shove in the back, and Fontaine with the one-arm tackle on his own, man, getting credit for a special teams tackle right there.
First down, Avon Coburn, and Coburn runs into Joe Robindon, and then Ian Logan. But another impressive run for Avon Coburn, out close to a first down as he gets to the 38-yard line.
We've seen a lot of this, the double tight formation. You can see it when, I mean, they've got extra two bodies, not so much big bodies. You know, giving the defense of Winnipeg, and again, all this adjustment offensively is to try to slow down Philip Hunt and Odell Willis. You put a couple big guys over the top of them, gives them something more to think about as opposed to just having free space to run off the edge.
Dive ahead by Calvillo. That'll be a first down. Pardon me, by Adrian McPherson for the first down. No sacks so far for the Bombers in this game. They come in with 13 from Philip Hunt to lead the league, and Odell Willis tied for second. But there was a big fumble forced by Clint Kent earlier. That does not go into the books as a sack.
That's crazy. I mean, because you do everything you want. And some guys are credited for getting bonuses for sacks. You know, you do your job, you sack the quarterback, he fumbles, you don't get your bonus.
That's not fair. First down, Coburn. Got wrapped up by Doug Brown.
That's a big arm hitting you right there.
Talked to Doug yesterday, and he was telling us that, you know, the second half of the season has really seen him come on strong. He's got 5 sacks this year, most of them since week 8 of the season. And the one thing he's done this year is change his workout routine a little bit. He's working out a lot with his trainer before practice. So he's working out in the morning, then going to practice and working out to try to extend his career a little bit. But at the age of 36, no indication that he'll be stopping anytime soon.
No, not the way he's playing. His motor's been running the entire season, doing a heck of a job for the Bombers.
Calvillo steps up, fires underneath, and the catch is made by Ben Cahoon. Alex Suber there to make the stop, and the game for Cahoon will put him past Ray Elgard on the all-time yardage list. That means Ben Cahoon has more receiving yards than any Canadian player in the history of the CFL.
And he knew it too, because he gave that ball to the ball boy and said, mark this one. And that's pretty special right there. You know, it may not seem like a lot, but you're the all-time best in yardage by receiver in your home country. Passing a great one in Ray Elgard. Been fairly quiet here in the first half.
And has not caught a touchdown pass yet this year.
That's mind-boggling right there.
In fact, it's a year ago tomorrow that Ben Cahoon last caught a touchdown pass in the CFL.
That's what we call a drought.
Here's a direct snap. And a first down, a fake punt, and more. As the snap goes to Montreal's Matthew Prue. Ahead he goes, and a big special teams play. That's 22 yards and a Montreal first down.
Yeah, Matthew Prue, he's right here. Here's the up back right there. Direct snap to him. Catches Winnipeg napping just a bit, gets the edge, splits the 2 defenders, and then it's off to the races.
Brandon Stewart had a crack at him. Number 8. The Prue slams ahead, and the Alouettes keep the drive going to the Winnipeg 40. Calvillo guns it. And he's got S.J. Green for a first down to the 28-yard line. Jonathan Hefney there to make the stop.
I tell you, this is how tight and how timing is evident and paramount. Watch this right here. There's Lobadan. He's going to kick out right here, and Anthony Calvillo is able to squeeze this ball in a small window. There's Lobadan. Bang! Now he's kicking out right in front of his outstretched hand. Timing between quarterback and receiver. Ball's late, it's going the other way.
S.J. Green, 3 catches for 65 yards so far. Another Montreal first down. Avon Coburn spins off a tackle, still going. Coburn down to the 15-yard line. 14 yards.
Deron Dietrich's going to come here and give Avon Coburn a little assistance. Dietrich right here at the top. Basically a little counter play out of the gun. Does a nice job of blocking on Bowman, clearing the way, and Coburn does the rest.
Last week, Jamel Robertson and the Lions rushed for over 100 yards against the Bombers. The first time Winnipeg has allowed someone to rush for 100 yards since week 2 against Toronto.
That's impressive. That is impressive.
Back to the ground to Coburn. And this time, Hefney takes his legs out, and Coburn might have a couple. Joe Lobendon also there to make the stop. Jonathan Hefney had a tough week last week, penalized 4 times in the game. 3 of those fouls were 15-yarders, and having a better day today, as are the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, who lead by 9 at the 3-minute warning. From the 13-yard line, Calvillo under pressure, throws to the corner, incomplete. And by the way, a little housekeeping note for you.
Yeah, let's clean this up.
Clint Kent has been credited with a sack that forced the fumble earlier that Doug Brown had recovered. So Kent has Winnipeg's only sack of the day and his first of the year.
And a forced fumble.
There you go.
A lot of stats being recorded on that play.
And there's a big defensive stand again by the Bombers, who have put up some kind of force field at the 15-yard line because the Alouettes just can't penetrate it.
That's good. I like that.
Colt
Break
David,
out the force field.
Colt David's missed from 34 and 29. This try just outside the 21. And it is good. And the crowd kind of getting on Colt David a little bit after making that one. So just 5 points for the Alouettes in this opening half. Colt David talking with injured kicker Damon Duval before this game. What a debut last week, though. 6 for 6 against Calgary, but 2 misses to open today.
He hits those. We got a tie ball game. There the kid gets back on track. Tell you what, got a huge leg. Relatively small in stature, but this guy's got some pop in his leg. He's just trying to overhit it, trying to hit it too hard. Just relax a little bit. Trust in your preparation, your practice. He's back on track.
By the way, last week, the Montreal Alouettes had 30 points in the first half against Calgary. Today, 5.
Damon Duval got his shades going, his little toque.
Still struggling with a hamstring injury,
Yeah,
and the question is, when will he be back? But, of course, the Alouettes with a chance to clinch first place today and a chance to give him something of a rest if needed. But Colt David's performance last week had people wondering if there might be a battle for the kicking job down the stretch here.
Not so fast.
Jonathan Hefney takes the kick off at the 25-yard line. And look out, high tackle there made by Montreal's Ramon Guzman. And the fact that Hefney's helmet is lying at the 29-yard line would indicate that that tackle was illegal.
And you're talking about Hefney's over-aggressiveness last week, taking actually 4 unnecessary roughnesses. I believe only 3 of them counted. But
Montreal, number 52. 15 yards from the end of the play, first down.
he almost gets decapitated there by Ramon Guzman. He pops up and like he's going to challenge somebody for ripping his head off, and then he realizes it's Ramon Guzman, number 52, and he's looking up at him, and he kind of goes, oh, okay.
Well, he was glad to be on the receiving end of a 15-yard penalty as opposed to incurring one. Only the second penalty of this football game, one each.
Yeah, he was a little too hyped up last week.
First down from the 47-yard line. Giles wants to go over the top, and Brock Ralph stepped in front, and the pass is intercepted by Etienne Boulay. And the Alouettes have the ball in midfield, his third interception of the year.
Yeah, I don't think that Brock Ralph ever realized that the ball was coming his way until late. Really never makes a play on the ball. He's right here on the inside. And there's your matchup. Steven Giles looks his way the whole time. Brock Ralph not looking for the football. Gets held right there, turns to the outside. Ball's on the inside. Etambule stepping in at free safety, sharing some time with Matthew Prue back there. Alternating opportunities to make plays, and both of them stepped up today.
Bring it inside, that's all. Keep locking the boys up out there.
Fake to Coburn. Calvillo goes the other side. Brian Bratton makes the catch, but he's wrapped up quickly by Alex Suber. And they'll mark that as a gain of, make it 3.
You play free safety for the Montreal Alouettes, whether it's Matthew Prue or Etienne Boulay, you're going to have to make plays back here because oftentimes you are the last line of defense and you got to cover up for guys that need help, whether it's inside or over the top, and you've got to be able to cover some ground. And Etienne Boulay does a nice job of helping out his halfback there, coming from inside out, making a play on the ball.
Hey, that's perfect. That's why you stay out.
And
Second down.